You know, when I started off as a complete beginner trader, indicators used to be one of the best things. Talking about Bollinger Bands, moving averages, these were like the holy grail when it came to trading. I was really excited because anytime I saw my moving average cross below another moving average, I knew for a fact that it was time to sell, and no other indication could tell me otherwise. Over the time, I grew up and realized that indicators only play a very small role when it comes to trading. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the indicators that I've stuck to over the time, and I can tell you for a fact this indicator is one of the best indicators that exist today. So if you're watching this video, I want you to do me a favor. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and leave a comment. And also make sure to check my description to join all my Telegram and follow me on all my social medias. Let's get back right into it. So this indicator is one of my favorite indicators, and this indicator allows me to be able to know the sessions in the market. This allows me to have a very clear cut as to the times I'm supposed to trade and the perfect opportunities I'm supposed to be taking. When it comes to taking trades, you need to understand that you're not going to be catching the market on every single time. You're not going to be trading during Asia, New York, London. You just have to choose the perfect time that works for you. For example, if you're trading a pair like USD JPY, it most at times loves to work around the New York session all the way into the Asian session. However, trading this pair during the London session can be extremely low because of volatility. And so this indicator allows me to have my sessions, and I'm going to be showing you guys at the end of this video a free strategy that can help you to become successful and then make significant pips out of this simple indicator. Without further ado, let's just dive right into the video. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to plot this on your trading view. Now, if you don't have trading view, please go back to my previous video where I spoke about how to set up your trading view on this particular YouTube channel. So first of all, you are going to head over to indicators at the top right corner if you already have your trading view, and then you are going to search for SFL session opens. All right, so as you guys can see, this is over here. You're going to click on it once, and then once it comes, it's going to end up like this. Now, I don't like to have my charts all colored up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click and I'm going to go to visibility. All right. And I don't want it to appear in the weekly, in the months, in the ranges, and probably in the day. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep it up to the daily, that's 24 hours, or I can even decide to keep it up to just 4 hours. All right. But let's just keep it this at 24 hours. And then this is also fine. You're just going to click on style and then inputs, right? You're going to look at inputs. Now for this one, you are going to change the New York to 8, all right? You're going to change this to 8. And then you're going to change all the colors to black. So it's some preference. So if you want to have yours blue, that's fine with you. So I'm just going to have all this on black. I'm going to click on OK. Now this is how clean my chart is looking. So now you realize that in the London session over here, it says that London starts at 7 a.m. Maybe from where I am, London starts at 8. So we're going to look at the London session, which is, so we have London, and then maybe if we decide to have this as 9, let's see what happens because it's moving. Exactly. So now this is at 8. So this is actually perfect. New York session 12:30. Over here in Ghana, it's about 1:30. So we're going to check the New York session as well, and then maybe we're going to shift this to 9, and let's see what happens. Okay, perfect. And then the Asian session probably around 12 midnight, which is actually fine. We can actually leave it this way. So now just like that, it makes me understand that regardless of all my systems and how I trade, if I'm backtesting, I come to realize that, okay, most of the time my wins happen during the New York session, or my wins happen during the London session, or my wins happen during the Asian session. Now this can actually help you to be able to backtest and also know where your wins happen the most. Now you realize that the reason why most traders focus on one particular pair is not simply because of anything. It's simply because of the fact that they've realized that this is where they do way better in. And how do you know? By gathering data and information. Once you gather data, you know for a fact that, okay, I am having a very high win rate when it comes to trading gold, and it works very well for me during the New York session. How are you going to know all that? By having to plot all these informations on your chart. So let's look at EURUSD, for example. Now that we set up our charts, let's just go and then see whether we can just find anything, just like any setup that we could have traded, right? And let's see how we could have made a very good amount of money with a setup like this. All right, So I'm going to be using my replay tool, and then I'm going to be breaking off over here. Now, if we look at this particular market, we want to understand what kind of market we are in right now. And this is the 30 minutes time frame. If I'm supposed to be trading this market, I can clearly tell that this market had been in a downtrend. Why? Because I can see the market created a series of lows, highs, lows, highs. The market created lows, highs. The market created lows, and then the market is currently here. All right. But if you look closely, you realize that the market, after coming to this area, created a low here, came up here, and then broke this particular structure on the 30 minutes time frame. So over here, I'm going to be marking out the significant lows, and then I'm going to be asking myself, where did that break of structure happen? So I'm going to be marking out this particular area, and what am I going to be possibly expecting? So I'm going to be waiting out for price to come into this zone. Now, let's say we actually missed out on this zone. All right, let's just say we missed out on this zone because obviously this was currently in the London session. New York session was not in, and let's say we were actually waiting out for a setup during the New York session, and then we actually missed this one. Okay, now what I would have been looking out for significantly, to be honest with you guys, would have been price coming back into the zone. All right, price coming back into the zone. Now we realize that with Euro USD, price comes back into the zone during the Asian session, right, which is around 6:30. But we know for a fact that during the Asian session, liquidity is very low on Euro USD. So I'm going to be patient and watching to see whether I can find a very good setup to trade on the London session or the New York session trading Euro USD. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm not interested in any setup during the London session. I'm looking out for the New York session. Now the New York session opens, and what do I see? I can clearly tell that as soon as the New York session opened, I saw a very strong rejection candle about 1 2 3 in this zone, and I saw a strong bullish candle. So what can I do at this point? I can decide to actually enter this trade right here for buys, right? Target this area as my TP1, have my stop loss right below this low, and then I'm going to have my TP1 as this particular area. I'm going to have my TP2 as this particular area, or even long term, I'm going to have my TP in this zone, right? To keep it safe, we can just decide to have a significant 25 pip SL. Now, let's see how this particular trade plays out. So now we realize that when we're taking out the trade, we were supposed to wait for price during the New York session area. And if we were even more patient, we would have spotted a very beautiful candle formation. And who can tell me what kind of candle formation this is? Awesome. This is a tweezer bottom candle. Now, a tweezer bottom candle is an indication that the market is about to reverse, and having the fact that everything aligns with our confluences, understanding that the market had just retraced from a break of structure coming back into the zone in the New York session and forming a tweezer bottom is a very strong indication for buys. So let's say we actually took this trade over here, and at this point I just can have my stop loss significantly about 20 pips. Right now, let's see how this trade actually played out. And just like that, boom, we have our TP1 smashed. Just like that. And boom, we have our TP2 smashed using a very beautiful indicator. Now, knowing where the pairs work the most is really important. We know that for the USD pairs, they work very well during the London session and the New York session. Now, let's go to a pair like GBPUSD. Now, let's look at GBPUSD. This is GBPUSD on the 1 hour time frame now. And let's look out for a couple of setups that we can possibly trade. All right, let's say we want to have our best setup for GBPUSD on the London session. All right, on the London session. So now let's look at a setup like this. So I'm going to start off with my 4 hour time frame, and I'm trying to basically understand what is going on here. So we can clearly tell that this market has been in a significant uptrend, right? But right before price created a low over here and then pushed all the way here to form a high, there has been a low over here and then a high over here. So this would have been a clean break of structure that has occurred over here. And now we can tell for the fact that price is currently coming into this area to come and test this particular level and then reverse. Now, having this in mind, we know for a fact that regardless of the fact that the market is in a downtrend, when price gets into this particular area, there could be some signs of what? Reversal. So I'm going to be coming to my 1 hour time frame, and I'm going to be looking out for setups that can align with the fact that I want to be trading GBPUSD during the London session. So I'm going to be marking out from the body of this candle to the low of this candle, and I'm going to be patiently waiting to see how price is going to be reacting in the zone. So on the 1 hour time frame, I'm very patient until price comes into my level. Now, as you guys can see, price finally just tapped into my level. Where did it tap in? Was it in the London session? Definitely. Let me come to the 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so we realize that GBPUSD did not align in the London session for us. So for this particular case, you can decide that, okay, I'm not going to be taking this trade. But if you're somebody that has backtested and you realize that, okay, for GBPUSD, it aligns mostly for you very well during the London and the New York session, then you can jump in on this trade. Now, let's take it that somebody actually jumped on this trade because he decides to take trades during the London and New York. So he took his first trade, and then where is he having a significant TP? Let's even say this particular area, 76 pips, and then he's having a significant SL somewhere around here. All right, and then here's Aramdela waiting for the New York session, right? Because this is the previous low. Here's Aramdela waiting for the previous session to have his TP. So I'm going to be patiently waiting again. So until price doesn't form in the London session for me, I'm not going to be taking that trade. Please don't forget that, guys. So I'm not taking, I'm going to be waiting for the London session. We are still in Tokyo. As soon as I get to the London and I see a good confirmation, I will jump in. Okay. Now we are in the London. How did the London close? How did the London close, guys? Let's look at the 1 hour time frame for London. And was that a very good candle confirmation? Yes. So now I'm jumping on the London right over here. Where's my stop loss going to be? Right over here. Where's my TP going to be? Right over here. Now let's see how this trade goes out. Guys, do you see the power of this? Now, what is the difference between this trade right here and then the difference between this trade right here? You can tell that if I had followed my parameters, I would have been in this trade for like from Thursday all the way into Friday. But just by waiting for the market to align very well and then using the power of volume during the sessions, the market decided to take over. And that is the power. Now, I'm going to be teaching you guys another trick that can help you guys to stay profitable and catch really beautiful moves. This has about a 60 to 80% win rate, but you should practice it all the time. But it does not mean that anytime you spot this, you should jump on this all the time. Now, this has to do what we call session highs and lows. Or should I teach this? Maybe not. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay tuned, keep it logged in, and if I see over 500 comments in the comment section for this particular video, I promise you guys I'm going to be dropping that video on session highs and session lows. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget guys to hit the subscribe button and like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.